were prepping for the Winter Royale North American semifinals, and we saw the impact that had right away. Or are players going to try and isolate it? There's so many questions as we get ready, and another player that we want to highlight here is JT, who we were saying Ruse JT. Ruse is his team, JT is his name. And look at the amount of players going over to that southwest portion of the map.
There are so many arrows in the southwest side of the map right now.
They're going there, people.
It's going to happen right here, right now. Players are going to have to fight and fend off the castles that they land at. And, of course, if you are gutsy enough to go for it first,
Natty's
it's going to be Natty today.
No one's shooting at Natty.
Because they have to fight the other players here.
Natty has picked up the Infinity Blade, and look who's over there already. Guys like Solomon Flossen, and Natty's just going to go and run out.
Yeah, he wants to take it and just dip because you know what you can do with rotations later in the game. And everyone else up there is now stuck to fend for themselves.
Fortnite here. And this is Natty as he was flying away, and I think he may have... let's see, what happens to Natty here? I'm genuinely curious. No way.
Going for the greatest game.
Oh, no! The chill! There's a little bit more action going on all across the map here, but a decent spread. A lot of activity, though, on the snowy portion of the map, which makes a lot of sense. Just saw Kenneth got dropped by Aiden.
Round, right? So now that they're in the same game, look at what happens.
This is the play, right?
This is what happens.
Crept around the corner, caught Kenneth completely.
It's something that he had to prepare for.
Annie versus Cease Monster, and they're going to encounter one another, just trying to edit out. Cease is going to play a little defense, go for the high ground. Annie's going to play around there and needs to be careful because he took a big chunk to the face. And look at that, his HP goes down to 29. Has that compact SMG, but it won't really matter as Cease will get the elimination onto Annie.
He was too quick on the wall, replace him right there, hits him with the quick edit, catches him off guard, and that's why Cease wins that battle there. And now we have another standoff between Aiden.
Big moment.
Oh, Slobbings.
Oh,
so good.
Oh, he dropped around the corner. He's going to go anyway, and Aiden comes out on top with authority in Tilted Towers.
I love the aggression on Slobbings. Not only that, the reaction speed to dodge and make a counterplay off of the cooldown on the trap. That was crazy.
We have Vethan now going into an intense battle here against Pistola. Looking to jockey for the high ground. Shots are going to come through, though. Vethan's going to take a big one, and he is out of here. Goodbye, Pistola.
Pistola, super optimal usage of his ramps right there. He blocked him out and then went left. Instead of just editing the way top down, he just kind of went around it. 72 hours, picking someone off in the distance. Oh, Kai was fighting for this battle. Someone like 72 comes in and snags it.
That's always a rough one to have to deal with. But Kai will be able to benefit from the loot that was dropped, so that's a plus. 72 hours is going to be playing from that low ground. And
that's a bad position to be in. Kai could have got some early chip shots, and he does at least land one of them, but it's not going to hurt 72 too much because he's still pushing.
He's going to have a lot of shields left to play here, and now he's going to jockey for that high ground once again. Going to eat another shot. 72 hours has to be so careful. Kai has the upper hand, but who's going to come out on top in this fight? 72 hours. Going to go back up, but Kai is going to finish him.
Things here.
Some more action. Chap versus Psychic. Psychic, our winner from yesterday. Infinity Blade won't help you today, Psychic. Unfortunately for him, Chap pumps right to the face. And
by the way, Chap leading in eliminations with 3 right there, so he's the first player to earn a point this game.
Did you see that?
I don't know what's happening.
Tyler just dive bombed with the Stormwing, and in the stink bomb ate just a bunch of damage. But he's all right. He's actually in an okay spot. But yeah, I mean, Psychic, you know, he's such a good player too. And I think yesterday a lot of people were kind of like shields intact. Another replay though. You got Kevy. Let's see what he does.
Going with the aggression, the hand cannon from underneath exposes the wall. So clean. Loon goes down. Man, I just wanted to take a look at that map really quickly, but here it is. A little bit of a battle from Macwood's perspective.
Oh, what a scrappy fight.
To go for it with the pickaxe. He was so close. R-Dubs actually gets hit by the Storming for Whites there. You know they're not going to give it up anymore.
And Cold obviously has no idea that that's happening, but the Stormwing flies on in.
That's 2 Stormwings looking to get in here. Oh, he actually just barely missed that.
He approaches the game with just the gusto that you would hope a player like him would do. Like he challenges fights. He goes for the things that he needs to, whether it's the Infinity Blade or he'll take advantage of any of those opportunities that are presented to him. We'll see if he can get that first point. For Aiden, though, I think, and no one has hit that 5 to 6 territory quite yet. J-Love takes out Cease, Uzi takes out Hydra.
There it is, and just previous to that, it was 2 minutes and 28 seconds before someone was eliminated. So it's Uzi and Hydra who end up getting into a little bit of a scuffle on this rotation, which now, Storm Wave 6, everyone's going to have to constantly move against the Storm.
An elimination update, Kaizui, excuse me, has 4 eliminations, 1 more, and he'll get 2 points. Big win for him if that's going to be the case. We'll put him above everybody else thus far in the lobby. Still, though, so much more to play as the Storm is starting to move and establish its position.
Oh, and you see that little icon to the right-hand side? That is the Storm Surge. With 38 players remaining, if a player ends up at the upper bracket of not dealing damage to players, so you have to fight, they are going to start taking damage. And players know if they're on that Storm Surge bracket, excuse me.
Oh.
Here it is, Kayuzi, 988, over 1,000 now, above the damage threshold. So he is totally fine. He's our actual elimination leader here.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. He's going to have 4. He has the most elims. He has the most damage dealt. But he has to stay alive. Rux is going to be right next to him. Everyone's starting to move as the Storm pushes them further together.
Yeah, let's talk about that rotation right there. You have Enly Lanane trying to play the high ground, getting pressured out from the backside of the Storm. Kayuzi has a nice, comfortable lead on the Storm here, and now he's getting pressured as well, but he has a rift to go in case things get crazy, and that's exactly what happens. He gets shot in the back. He decides now it's time to go floating.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to pull that trigger and recognize. You said this yesterday, that having the rift to go in the late game, so awesome to be able to use.
Take a look at Chap right next to an enemy. He cannot get tipped again. That's what he needed.
He gets the elimination, but he's got to go under. He's got to go under, and he's not going to be able to stay alive, and Chap will fall. But so many players have been eliminated from match 1 just off of this rotation alone. And Kazui, he's going to be in a rough spot now. Outlet live on your screen here as he's defending on the high ground. He has the highest position, the essential, the eye in the sky, if you will.
Yeah, and those stinkers are going to come in and put a little bit of pressure, but there's a player trying to battle him here. It's Emad and Lisserin trying to get this high ground. They want to fight for the top area to get that first win in game 1 of the finals here. Outlet showing that he can win these games.
Lisserin did not stand a chance as Outlet was able to get control of that, picks up the slurp juice. That's going to be huge. Has to get out of this one or else he's going to eat some damage.
Yeah, Outlet forgetting that was not his plank there, so good play on him to quickly react and break it down. That's a point for him. Next person to go down is going to make it a top 10, so everyone is looking to survive right now.
Outlet has 5 eliminations currently, and Kazui also picked up 5 eliminations. These 2 players going huge right now in match 1. Next Storm is about to be established.
Kayuzi is on the hunt here. He wants more action. He's got someone pinned down.
And this is it. It all comes down to this. Oh, the pressure is on. We only have a few more remaining. 6 players left, Monster.
Outlet is on no materials now. It's time to start the decline, and here it is.
Oh,
what a shot!
Tyler did not stand a chance there, and he drops down. Outlet's going to take so much damage. He will have that slurp if he needs to use it, but he's going to just get bodied by Legendian at the end there. It's going to leave us with 2 players with the Infinity Blade, and it will be Legendian with 7 eliminations. And we didn't see the Infinity Blade.
Royale.
We didn't see the Infinity Blade for a good portion of that game, and it just pops up out of nowhere. What the heck?
Someone must have been holding, and it was his game to win here. And that close quarter engagement, taking out Outlet and High Sky, making quick work of everyone that was left in the radius.
I think High Sky, though, and Outlet are very happy with the end of that game and how many points they were able to get.
Yes, without a doubt. That secures them placement points, 2nd and 3rd. So not getting the Victory Royale is basically, you know, a point off, but for both of them to be 2nd and 3rd, that's a crazy, amazing start.
They'll be taking out 7 elims. Legendia now 6 points. Outlet live 4 points. Kaizui 3, Tyler 15 2, High Sky 2, and then everyone else gets 1 for their efforts. But so far, so good for those guys who went hyper aggressive early on, drop tilted, guys like Aiden that were able to pick up, some eliminations.
No, honestly, it's still impressive to have 18 players in, game 1 score themselves a point. That's